Well, good evening, everybody. Mike with Woods, Water, and Wisdom here. Just thought I'd take have another opportunity here to make a video for you. I was kind of listening to a couple things on well, it's kind of a combination of YouTube and TikTok. Listened to a couple different videos of men bashing women and women bashing men, and just sometimes I think we're running an experiment right now, a social experiment that is not going to end well. It's kind of the idea out there that men have almost wanted to stop dating women, and women have almost wanted to stop dating men. And people aren't forming families as well. And a lot of the families that are getting formed are over half of them are ended in divorce. And it's kind of an interesting situation out there right now. I think in our nation, the United States is kind of what I'm speaking to. And those TikToks and videos had me thinking. And it reminded me of the scripture here in 2 Timothy chapter 3, where it says, "But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come." How come? Why? What's going to cause the perilous times? "For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. And from such people turn away." That's pretty harsh. That's a pretty harsh situation to be in, but there's a lot of truth to that. I know there's some good. There's a lot of good in the world. Don't get me wrong. Not every situation is like this, but this describes a lot of the situation where people have gotten to, where they're just more concerned and worried about themselves. They're just selfish. They're more worried about me, my happiness, what I want, what I'm going to do. I was reading the story of one of the greatest woman scientists ever. And the interesting thing was, she worked and put her sisters through school before she ever went to college herself. Now think of that sacrifice. She loved her sisters so much that she put them through school before she went through school herself. And then she went on to be one of the greatest scientists that introduced the radiography. And she's a French lady that her name escapes me at the moment. But what sacrifice? And we listen to the sacrifice and stories of sacrifice of people who did things like that, who worked and took what they made and helped the family out. People struggled, people labored. And now it's just what I want. Me, my, I, me first, me second, and me third. And then some of the other language here, boasters, lovers of money, proud. People don't even see pride as an issue anymore. God said He detests the proud. Lying, people don't have a issue with lying. It says right here, slanderers without self-control, despisers of good. People don't have any problem with lying, but the bad thing about lying is lying takes the trust that you give to somebody and then they turn around and take that trust and use it as a weapon to deceive you. That's what the enemy of my soul does. My friend shouldn't do that. A true friend shouldn't do that. You shouldn't lie. And I know, I go asking people why they lie, and there's just such a myriad of reasons, but it's horrible. It's taking trust that should be there and oftentimes is earned and uses it as a weapon to deceive you. Lying's horrible. Disobedience to parents. So many people don't even give a thought to their parents. A lot of young people don't even have decent parents. And so, they just go off and do what they want. Unloving, unforgiving. That's sad, because Jesus always forgives us. Slanderers, without self-control, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness but denying its power. What does that mean? It means that they know about grace, but they're going to use grace as a scapegoat to go do whatever they want to do. They know that they shouldn't do certain things, but they're going to just holler, ollie, ollie, oxen free. I get to go do whatever I want and God will be okay with me. He's not. He's not. And he gets down here and he says, from such, turn away. From such people, turn away. Don't be involved with them. Don't be one yourself and don't be involved with them. But it says that there's going to be perilous times, because this is how people are going to be. Selfish, more interested in what they want than others, not willing to sacrifice, not willing to put others first, not willing to love, because love puts others first. I remember listening to Covey, I forget his first name, I think Stephen Covey's book. And he's talking about, the guy comes and he says, I don't think I'm in love with my wife anymore. What should I do? And the guy says to him, love her. And he's like, no, you don't understand. I don't think I'm in love with her anymore. What should I do? And he's like, well, love her. And he's like, no, you're not understanding. I'm not in love with her. He's like, exactly. So love her. Love is a verb. Love is a verb. It's giving. It's forgiving. It's putting others first. It's seeking their best. It's pouring yourself out for others. That's what love does. It pays no attention to a suffered wrong. It believes all things. It hopes all things. It's always looking for the best in others. That's what love does. And that's why it tells husbands, love your wives. It's not the easiest thing for a husband to love his wife, but at the same time, a wife is to respect and honor her husband. I know that's taboo in today's society, but it's the truth. And when you lose those elements in the relationship and the selfishness creeps in, you'll never be happy running after yourself, putting yourself first. I'm sorry, it just won't happen. It might be some temporary gain. You might be all right for a little bit, but ultimately it ends in heartache and loneliness. So, anyway, that's what I have for y'all for this evening. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, smash the like button, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.